Kristaps Porziņģis has faced scrutiny for inconsistent performance and injury concerns, hindering his impact on the court. While displaying flashes of brilliance, the Latvian's durability and defensive lapses have raised questions about his long-term value. Can Porziņģis overcome these challenges and fulfill the expectations, or will his career continue to be marred by setbacks? Kristaps Porziņģis, born on August 2, 1995, in Liepāja, Latvia, displayed an early passion for basketball. Growing up in a sport-oriented family, his father was a professional basketball player. Kristaps began playing at a young age and quickly stood out for his height and skills, laying the foundation for his future NBA career. In the realm of basketball wheeling and dealing, there was a bit of a twist in the initially rumored trade talks. The buzz had it that the Boston Celtics were considering sending Malcolm Brogdon over to the Los Angeles Clippers and sweetening the deal with some draft picks to lure Kristaps Porziņģis from the Washington Wizards. However, when the dust settled, the final trade took an unexpected turn. Surprisingly, Marcus Smart found himself on the move not to the Clippers or Wizards, but to the Memphis Grizzlies. The anticipated swap involving Brogdon and Porziņģis took a detour, leaving fans and analysts scratching their heads. It's a classic case of the unpredictable nature of trade negotiations in the world of professional basketball. The dynamics of player movements and team strategies often lead to last-minute changes, and in this instance, Smart's relocation to the Grizzlies added a twist to the trade tale. As the league constantly keeps fans on their toes, this unexpected turn of events has sparked conversations and speculations about the motives behind the Celtics' decision to shuffle their roster. The Wizards made a noteworthy move by acquiring Kristaps Porziņģis' expiring contracts and draft pick in a recent trade. One key player in this deal is Tyus Jones, whose addition provides the team with valuable flexibility. Jones can either step into a potential starting guard role, bringing his skills to the Wizards' backcourt, or his presence can create cap space if he decides to explore free agency in the future. This flexibility allows the Wizards to adapt to the different scenarios and enhances their strategic options. Additionally, the acquisition of Porziņģis adds depth to the team's roster, bringing a versatile and impactful player into the mix. The inclusion of expiring contracts and draft capital further strengthens the Wizards' position, providing them with assets for future moves and building a competitive team. Overall, this trade showcases the Wizards' commitment to improving their roster and creating a well-rounded team that can contend in the ever-competitive NBA landscape. Grizzlies supporters are feeling pretty happy about snagging Marcus Smart for their team. They see him as a great asset, especially since Dillon Brooks and John Moran are currently out of action. The fans are excited because Smart's defensive skills seem to be just what Memphis needs right now. It highlights how fans are content with his acquisition, believing that Smart can set up and fill the void left by the absent players. In simple terms, the general sentiment among Grizzly fans is positive, and they're optimistic that Smart's presence will make a significant impact, especially on the defensive end where the team needs a boost. Celtic fans are feeling a wave of disappointment following the departure of Marcus Smart, a beloved player who has been a key part of the team for nearly a decade. The emotional connection runs deep, and many supporters are struggling to come to terms with the trade. However, there's a glimmer of understanding that the decision might be essential for revitalizing the team's dynamics and shoring up their front court depth. Smart's departure signifies the culmination of an era, prompting fans to navigate a complex blend of sentimentality and a practical imperative for change. But a due to a player inseparable from the team's identity is inherently challenging. The emotional resonance Smart holds within the heart of the fan base adds an extra layer of complexity to this farewell. However, within the dynamic realm of professional sports, the recognition of the inevitability of tough decisions prevail. The ever-evolving landscape demands a strategic reevaluation for the greater good of the franchise. It's a poignant acknowledgement that while farewells are arduous, they are occasionally indispensable for rejuvenation and growth. Smart's departure serves as a catalyst for introspection, fostering anticipation for the promising possibilities that change can usher in, even as fans grapple with the bittersweet reality of bidding adieu to a beloved player who encapsulated the essence of the team. Adding Kristaps Porziņģis to Boston Celtics would undoubtedly enhance their offensive capabilities in multiple ways. The 7'3" Latvian's proficiency in scoring from the post would introduce a dynamic dimension to the team's attack. Porziņģis possesses a rare combination of height, agility, and skill that allow him to exploit mismatches against smaller defenders, providing the Celtics with a dependable option in the paint. His ability to stretch the floor with his three-point shooting further complicates defensive strategies, opening up space for other scorers on the team. Porziņģis' rim-protecting skills would bolster the Celtics' defense, deterring opponents from driving to the basket with ease. Moreover, his experience as a versatile front-court player adds depth to the team's roster, offering lineup flexibility and strategic options for different matchups. In summary, the acquisition of Kristaps Porziņģis could significantly elevate the Boston Celtics' offensive and defensive capabilities, making them a more formidable force in the competitive landscape of the NBA. Additionally, Porziņģis' passing skills make him a versatile offensive threat. He can not only score but also contribute as a playmaker, creating opportunities for his teammates. This added dimension would enhance the Celtics' overall offensive strategy and make them more unpredictable for opponents. Moreover, Porziņģis' offensive versatility is a major asset. He can stretch the floor with his three-point shooting, forcing defenders to cover him even outside the paint. This opens up space for other players and allows the Celtics to employ a more dynamic and varied offensive approach. In summary, Porziņģis brings a combination of post-scoring, passing, and offensive versatility that could significantly elevate the Celtics' gameplay. His unique skill set would complement the existing strengths of the team, making him a beneficial addition to the roster. Losing a key player like Smart is a tough blow for the Celtics, especially on the defensive end. However, there's a silver lining. They still have defensive aces like Derek White in their arsenal. White's skills can help fill the void left by Smart and maintain a strong defense presence. Kristaps Porziņģis not only adds offensive firepower to the team, but also brings a significant defensive boost in his imposing stature. Standing tall on the court, Porziņģis becomes a defensive anchor, altering opponent strategies and shots with his shot-blocking prowess and overall defensive acumen. His towering presence is not just a personal asset, but also a strategic advantage that can alleviate the defensive workloads on other big men. With Porziņģis patrolling the paint, the team's front court gains a newfound sense of security, discouraging opponents from exploiting defensive gaps. The trade saga involving Kristaps Porziņģis, Marcus Smart, and others has injected excitement and uncertainty into the NBA landscape. While Celtic fans grapple with Smart's departure, the potential benefits of Porziņģis joining the team offer a silver lining. The success of this trade, however, hinges on the Celtics' strategic moves in the offseason. Stay tuned for more updates, like, share, and subscribe for the latest NBA insights.